Welcome back to another edition of Special Situations Investing with Greg. This week I'll do just a brief update of things that I am holding in my portfolio, some of my biggest ideas. So check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of my YouTube channel on Special Situations Investing and my personal investing practice. As a quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. Any companies that I mention in this presentation are discussed solely for illustrative purposes. Discussing such companies and the specifics about them is to help educate me and educate you about certain special situations. It is not a solicitation to purchase them. I recommend that you conduct your own research and identify why you might want to own the company yourself prior to your committing of any funds. I also recommend that you seek the services of a financial advisor that has considered your personal situation as your fiduciary. And then finally, may your education here grow your knowledge, improve your personal investing performance, and give you the confidence to take control of your future. Thanks a bunch for watching. Now on to the video. Welcome back, Special Situations investors, you investing mutants, individuals that want to learn about things that help you get a pretty decent return on your money with less risk. Well, this week I am not doing any updates on any tender offers or any special situations that I'm expecting to invest in because I decided to bite the bullet last week and buy into P.A.M. Transport Services International or Incorporated. So the ticker, if you want to check it out, you can check out the video from last week. It's PTSI, and it's for a tender offer that also is in conjunction with a split in the shares. So it's got a little bit of that confusion that causes some people to not realize that there's actually value there. If, however, you are interested in looking at a Dutch tender offer, as I was going through my research, I did find one for Silicon, it was Silicon Laboratories Incorporated, ticker symbol SLAM. I am not soliciting that you purchase it, and I am not buying it myself. I will not have enough money to participate in this one by the time it ends, because I am fully invested. So therefore, let me just tell you about some of the things that I'm expecting with my current some of my current largest positions. So number one, going into PTSI or P.A.M. Transport Services Incorporated. I purchased about 163 shares at $62.52 per share. I expect the share price post-split to come up to $35 per share, and that would represent approximately a 10% return on my investment and over a month's time. I expect that to happen sometime before August 26th, which is the ending of the tender offer. At this moment, PTSI represents about 12.4% of my total outstanding portfolio, and I know I'm in it pretty heavily on that, but I expect it to be a quick turn and then I will get out of it. I'm not expecting to hold that one long term. My second portfolio that's a rather large position, and actually this is my largest holding by percentage of funds committed, and that is any position associated with Garrett or GTX. So right now I have about 12.4% of my portfolio in GTX preferred shares, or under ticker symbol GTXAP. If you want to see the prior video that I made about this one and why I'm focusing on that, you can check it out in the description. I'll make sure that I have a link for you. I also have leaps for about 4% of my total overall portfolio in this one, so I'm in pretty heavily as well on Garrett Motion. The leaps are for longer terms. They're as far out as I can go, so almost about 500 days. And they are purchased under the expectation that the share price should be at about $15 per share. So Again, you want to check out how I'm thinking about that, you can check it out in the video that I made about Garrett Motion. The third position that I'd like to talk about is Shift Technologies. So Shift Technologies had a Seeking Alpha article that came out about 10 days ago that seemed pretty bullish on what was going on. I think it might be kind of interesting to see how this one turns out. Tomorrow they announce their most recent quarter earnings, and sometimes when I see earnings announcements coming out, I like to see what the options are on the position, and Shift has a significant amount of bullishness in the call positions on that particular company. So we'll see what happens. The bullishness goes up to about $15 per share out through December, and it's just a very fascinating thing to pay attention to. I personally have sold one call option on my position out for $15 per share on that, and then I also sold another call option for $20 a share on that position. So that would represent a 100 to almost 200% return on those 200 shares that I have. And that would not significantly reduce my position, but it would bring it down to about 8% of my portfolio if that were to happen. However, if it rose to that size on my position, that would definitely just lower my risk in the position overall. If you want to check out the Seeking Alpha article, I'll make sure that there's a link posted for you below. There it is, guys. That represents almost 40% of my portfolio with those three positions. As I spoke last week, if I got into the PTSI, the P.A.M. Transport Incorporated position, that would represent a significant amount of my overall portfolio, all connected with the automotive industry or something in the automotive industry. And these are the three positions that I was thinking about. I know I have a significant amount of bullishness in this area, and I also know that I have a significant amount of exposure. So it may turn out to bite me, and it may not. Tell me what you guys think. If I really appreciate any feedback that you have. Realize that sometimes I do have a very limited expectation, or a very strict position on comments on my posts. I don't like how some YouTubers allow people to just post, or the bots to just post things. So if you comment, I'll comment back to you. Make sure that you can have access to posting on my channel. So anyway, we'll catch you next week, guys. Thanks a bunch.